Valley News Live and Gate City Bank present the Bison Football Show with head coach Chris Kleiman.
Chase Morlock led the team out of the locker room this weekend. A moment of unity, a touching moment by the Bison. The way they rallied around their teammate who had lost his father was heartwarming. Some perspective on a week where the Bison took a home loss to rival South Dakota State. We welcome to the set head coach Chris Kleiman. And coach, I think it is some perspective for the team to see what Chase went through this week and to unify as a team. And I think the guys in the locker room really came together this week.
Yeah, they really did, and our hearts go out to the Morlock family, and so proud of Chase for honoring his dad and going out and playing in difficult times. But yeah, it was just something I decided to do at the last second, so I didn't really want to tell Chase, and I said, You're going to lead us out, and obviously the guys were behind it, and we'll move forward from this week.
Yeah, that's really a really cool moment right there. Now, this game, South Dakota State came in. They're a good team. They have great players, and we got their best shot, didn't we? Yeah,
we did, and they have tremendous playmakers, and that's you can see they have two of the elite players in really FCS, a tight end and a wide receiver, and they try to showcase those guys.
First play, they went deep to that tight end, Dallas Goddard. He drops that one, but this drive went on and on. This is a 3rd and 10 play.
Yeah, I give them credit. They did a nice job when we'd get into our pass rush mode on 3rd and 10. They ran the quarterback run and did a nice job with it.
3rd and 5, they find Jake Winicky, their other fine player.
Yeah, he does a great job with catching the football. I thought Jalen Allison played phenomenal football on Winicky all game long.
And I thought Trey made some really good plays in this game. Here's another one.
Yeah, great job. Trey Dempsey's really playing at a high level, and for us to be successful, he's got to continue that.
But 16 plays, 85 yards. It took them 7 minutes, and they come up with nothing.
Yeah, absolutely. Great job by the defense of bending but not breaking and getting the stop.
So this drive starts at the 6-inch line, but you get some breathing room early here.
Yeah, good run there by King pushing the pile and close to moving the chains.
Well, their quarterback run was working, but it was working for Easton as well.
You bet. Early on, we were getting big chunks of yards with our quarterback run game as well.
Well, King had a 7-yard run early. Here's another 7-yard run.
Good blocking up front, good punishing run there by King.
I really like this play coming up. It's a 3rd and 6 play. Key play on the drive. Little kick out to the tight end in the flat.
Yeah, really good job by Nate Jensen of selling the block and then getting a big first down for us.
So on this drive, we now move to the second quarter. Each team's only had it once, took up the whole quarter. The Bison did what NDSU couldn't. They finished the drive.
Yeah, I thought a really good job by Easton of keeping his feet moving and staying alive and bouncing outside for the touchdown.
18 plays, 99 yards. It's 7-0 Bison. NDSU went right back to work, though, 38 yards, and this is an incredible catch by Winicky.
Yeah, and Christian does such a great job of keeping the play alive, and what a great catch, one-handed on the sideline.
Yeah, it really was. This is a 3rd and 11 play, and again, this is where that quarterback run play came in.
Yeah, exactly. They do a good job kicking out, and Christian does a nice job running the ball.
4th and 2 now, and they go for it again. They came in here with ready to gamble, I guess. The quarterback gets 3.
Yeah, and that was right after he went out with a quick injury, so he came back, a tough kid.
A lot going on here. They call targeting. They say the pass is incomplete. A long review. This was a wild play.
Well, we're so glad the targeting was reversed, and rightfully so. Matt led with his hands, not even with his helmet.
Here's another play by Trey Dempsey. They walk into the end zone if not for Trey.
Yeah, great job of running it down, and good sure tackle there by Trey. Keeps him from a first down.
Okay, so 4th and 2. They're going to go for the score again. They're not kicking it, and Jalen Allison, outstanding.
Yeah, what a great play by Jalen, and he really rose to the occasion and challenged Jake all game long.
Well, the Bison had a 3-and-out moments later, and here comes NDSU again. Key play right here. Robbie Grimsley almost gets an interception.
Yeah, good job baiting it and going up and almost making a great interception.
And he just landed awkwardly there, and it bounced. The contact with the ground bounced the ball out there. 3rd and 3. Christian runs out of bounds here. This goes down as a sack. It's the only sack of the day for the Bison.
Yeah, and that's we thought we'd be able to get to him more, but he's a really elusive guy.
Hey, they got a good kicker, don't they?
Yeah, Vinatieri. It's a long line of the Vinatieri family, and he's got a great leg.
Yep, 38-yarder right there. So now it's 7-3. Easton Stick now takes charge again, 12 yards on the run.
Yeah, really nice 2-minute drive here by Easton in the offense, and trying to make sure that we finish this half with a possession and gain the possession in the second half.
Well, Easton was 14 of 20 on the day throwing the football. This one to RJ.
Yeah, good job by RJ. RJ does a great job of selling the vertical and running the out and then getting out of bounds, saving us the time.
Okay, so you need about 6 to 10 yards here to get in field goal range, and Easton does a fantastic job.
He does, and good job by Shep getting down right away. We called the timeout with a second left, and what a great kick by Cam.
It's a 49-yarder. That's not an easy kick.
No, that's a big kick on the last play of the half to get us up a touchdown.
All right, 10-3, Bison at the half. Rushing yards, SDSU did rack up a few yards with that quarterback run, 102. The Bison were at 94. Total yards, 204 to 146. Before we break down the second half, on the Gate City Bank hot seat, Jalen Allison. All right, Jalen, favorite pro team, any sport?
Saints.
Oh, that's a good one. Who would you describe as your hero?
My pops.
Okay. Favorite sport other than football?
Track.
Fast?
Yeah.
Name something you are bad at.
I hate math. I'm terrible at it.
Yeah, me too. What drives you crazy about your roommates?
Dishes. Definitely.
They leave them?
Yeah.
Visit any place in the world, where would it be?
Probably Dubai.
Yeah, that'd be a good one. What do you like most about the coaching staff here?
Other fact, you can go to any one of them if you need anything, no matter who's the coach.
That's a good point. One thing people don't know about you?
I used to be really into dancing when I was younger, and I've been to Japan.
Okay. All right, thanks, Jalen.
Yep.
Well, Coach, at half, up 10-3, feeling okay about things, right?
Yeah, quarterback run was obviously a concern for us on defense, and telling the offense basically that possessions are going to be at a premium and we have to make them count, because every play was going to matter in the second half.
Well, here we go in the second half. So you lost the toss, but SDSU took the ball to start the game, so you get the ball to start the third quarter, and the drive starts out very well. Here's Dimitri Williams on a nice play.
Yeah, really good job, kind of a run-pass option, and Dimitri makes a good game.
You know, Easton and RJ had 4 catches in this game, but they had some nice connections.
Yeah, they really did. We need to try to get RJ more involved in our offense. He's one of our best playmakers.
This is a 3rd and 1 play, and a just nice conservative play call here that works out.
Yeah, good job here. They'd stack the box, and we were able to throw the quick key and get a first down.
And you punch this one in with the quarterback run. Terrific block right there by Chase.
Yeah, great block by Chase and the guys up front, and good cutback by Easton.
26 yards. It's 17-3 at this point. The Bison are in control. Here comes Dallas Goddard again up the sideline. He's so hard to bring down.
Yeah, he really is. You know, he's 255 pounds and he's 6'5". He's a good player.
But you stop him on 4th down here, Coach, and this is a great play by the defense. It's a 4th and short.
Yeah, a really good job stopping him short of the line to gain there.
And here's a key moment in the game. You get the ball back, you're up 17-3, it's third quarter, and here's a turnover here.
Yeah, can't turn the ball over, and especially after stopping them on defense, and that always, like I said, that always flips momentum.
Yeah, it certainly did. You could sense it. 3rd and 1 here. Here's a quarterback run for 12 again. This one to the outside.
Yeah, good job by their guy reading our corner that came inside and bouncing it out.
Sure enough, 5 plays later, they make the Bison pay for that fumble.
Yeah, just get the big tight end behind our linebacker in the coverage, and touchdown for those guys.
17-10. With all that said, it's a 3rd and 8, and this is a beautiful ball here.
Yeah, great throw and catch by Shep and Easton. It was good to flip the field there.
Another key play in the game here. Bruce Anderson rushes for 2 yards. Doesn't seem like a big play, but Bruce gets dinged up on this one.
Yeah, he really does, and that's unfortunate. We'll probably lose Bruce for a little bit.
Yep, Jackson Kuntz, though, so you bring him into the game, and he has an opportunity to pin him, and he does.
I think Jackson's doing a phenomenal job of punting the football and getting better and better and getting more confident, and good job by our punt team getting our heels to the end zone and make sure we keep it in play.
When you have someone pinned, you want to keep them down there, and this was a killer right here. 39-yard run, flips the field.
Yeah, we just didn't do a great job with what we would say keeping the cup and keeping him inside, and he has tremendous speed. That was a really poor play there.
Final play of the third quarter here. Winnicky gets 23 yards here.
Yeah, you got to be able to bring the big guy down. He's a really big kid running the football as well after the catch.
But again, the Bison bend but don't break. We flip to the fourth quarter, and Trey Dempsey, a monstrous play.
Yeah, what a great job of baiting the play by Trey, staying like he was playing linebacker and then running over the top. That's a big-time play by Trey.
So the Bison need to capitalize on offense, and their only sack of the game was a big one.
Yeah, good call. We were trying to run the wheel route with Chase, and they brought pressure off the edge, and we weren't able to pick it up.
And so that was a 3-and-out. SDSU seeing a little blood in the water now. 23 yards to Goddard again here.
Yeah, once again, that tight end in space, and we knew he was a great player coming in.
You know, although we say every time, if you hold a team to a field goal, that's a win, and you did here.
Yeah, we did. Once again, 17-13, we still have a 4-point lead. Now we just need to be able to develop something and move the football on offense.
Need to move those chains, and Easton does here with an 11-yard run.
Yeah, it doesn't run into the official. He may be still running.
You know, I looked at that. You're right. That umpire, if he does not get in the way, he might have broke that run. Unbelievable. 3rd and 4, middle screen doesn't work. Yeah, they were sitting on the screen, and good call by their defense. Stop them on downs, but a 3 and out. There's 2:28 left here. It's getting tight here.
Yeah, we need to be able to convert here, and we may be able to run the clock out, and they make a good call, and we're not able to convert. And just like we're saying, we're afraid to give this great offense one more possession, and sure enough, they make us pay.
Yep, Winnicky for 25 here. We're getting down there about the minute mark here. Here's a 3rd and 10. Goddard gets 9 all the way down to the 2.
Yeah, exactly. Good. Once again, he's a big guy, tough to bring down.
Yeah, 5 seconds left. They put time back on the clock. So what's going through your mind here? What do you think?
Well, we're deciding what to do, and you know, Coach Ince made a good call, and Jalen Allison had been playing Winnicky great all game long, and Jake did a nice job of kind of sliding him by and making the catch.
And the advantage goes to the offense when they're at the 2 right there, and certainly all the pressure was on the defense. They score the touchdown. South Dakota State wins the marker, 19-17 total yards, 5:23 to 3:04. Time of possession, South Dakota State does win the clock as well. What did the players have to say after the game?
Losing sucks, plain and simple. But it's something that you know, it's not going to define us. We're going to go back, watch the tape, learn from it, and get better. And then that's the bottom line. You know, we'll move forward and we'll get better. Absolutely.
During the game, we have to make adjustments as a defense, and yeah, we just got to play better.
Didn't make plays, and that's what this game comes down to is, you know, coaches put us in good situations to make plays, and left a couple out there today, and credit to South Dakota State for playing exceptionally hard.
We have to play a complete defensive game, and we've come out in games, we've played a great second half, we've played a great 3 quarters, but we have to put a complete game together, and I just think we're still in the process of doing that. We got to keep getting better throughout the weeks.
I promise you, we're going to go back to work, and we're going to work really hard, come together, it's going to make us a better team. We'll be closer, and we'll work harder, and we'll find ways to win.
I think that's part of our culture is, you know, just not focusing on what the outside world says. It's all about us inside the dome, us inside the locker room.
That's right. The Bison have been here before. They will rebound. This week's Nodak Mutual Insurance Player of the Game is Trey Dempsey. Trey had a big interception, keeping points off the board for South Dakota State. Trey is a leader on this team and had great perspective after the loss.
We've lost a game before, and we're not comfortable losing. We all hate the feeling of losing, but this game gonna get us better. We could say we were going hard last week, but I guarantee next week in practice we're gonna be going 30 times harder than we was going last week after a win. You could say you're going your hardest, but after this loss and you get this feeling, we're gonna be pushing it. So we ready to go.
You know, Coach, it was almost this exact time last year the South Dakota lost. These guys know how to react to this, and it won't define them.
Yeah, exactly. And we have great resolve, and the guys are disappointed in the loss. And like Nate said in the locker room, hey, have 24 hours, and then we'll put it behind us. And then we have to go back to work on Monday. We're going to play a Western Illinois team that's pretty doggone good. So in this league, you know, anybody can beat anybody on any given Saturday. So we have the challenge in front of us now.
Hey, Jackson Kuntz, a real positive. Let's talk about him. 5 punts yesterday, 39.2 yards, a 45-yarder, pinned him at the 2. 29 punts this year, 18 fair catches. So he's neutralizing the return game of teams, and he's had 8 inside the 20. He's doing a great job.
He's doing a phenomenal job, and you can tell how much more comfortable he is every game he gets under his belt. And we can see it in practice how much better he's getting. And we're doing a really good job in protection, and Fish is snapping the ball really well. And when you can have a guy that's banging it close to 40 yards with no return, it's all about net punting for us, and he's doing a great job.
Yeah, he really is. Well, let's start to break down the rushing numbers in this game. It was their quarterback run game, and in the first 5 games, SDSU had averaged only 121 yards a game, but this weekend they got 220, and if you dig deeper, it was the quarterback run, and he'd only rushed for 126 coming in, got 146.
Yeah, I think they did a nice job really kind of saving that for probably what they needed for on the Bison, and we knew Christian was an exceptional athlete, and that was something that we'll look at on defense. We have to do a better job of stopping the quarterback run for us to be successful.
And another key part of the game, on the other side of the football, SDSU was giving up a lot of rushing yards coming in, 206. A lot of that was to Cal Poly, of course, in that option. But The Bison only gained 161. A lot of that was with the quarterback. The running backs just 23 for 75. Longest run was 7 yards. That was a key part of the game as well.
Explosive plays. We talk about it a lot. We have to be able to create more explosive plays. We limited, South Dakota State from the big play with those receivers, but we have to be able to be more explosive on offense.
All right, a big injury in this game, and it was Bruce Anderson, and Christian Roseboom had the tackle on this play. And the video will tell the story here. Roseboom's going to be a great player, but this is an unfortunate play for Bruce. And you see it right here while he's on the ground. And Bruce is going to be out a while, isn't he? That was a tough injury. He was on crutches and in a boot. Yeah,
that's unfortunate. Bruce is a great player for us, and I hate to see it happen. And like you said, kind of the way it happened. That's not good for football.
Nope. So the Bison will regroup. Western Illinois is coming up, and we're going to break that game down coming up here in a little bit. But also a different change for the Bison in the equipment staff mid-season, but things are okay. A familiar face to the players has come back in and saved the day. We'll have that story coming up. Welcome back to the show. The equipment guy oftentimes is an important part of a football team. The Bison are going through a mid-season switch at that position. Sounds like that would be tough to do, but a familiar face to the players is stepping in to make the transition seamless. Alex Egan has the story in this week's Olaf Anderson Construction Feature Story.
There is a lot of work being done behind the scenes for Bison football. A lot of work the fans may never see.
111 and 33, Eric.
And a lot of it happens in the Bison equipment room, where Nathan Burel is taking over midseason following the departure of Brian Gordon from Director of Football Operations and Equipment Services.
I was about 3 years of undergrad. I did that, and then I was here 3 seasons then after I had graduated undergrad as the graduate assistant.
Burel stepped away from the Bison to take a different job away from athletics, but when the opportunity came up to come back, he couldn't stay away.
I always like it, wanted to be back with the team and hang out with the guys again, so it was a good chance to do that again.
Burel's job title is officially Director of Equipment Services, which means he handles just about everything Bison football players and coaches wear, touch, handle, or use during practices and games. And he has to be ready to handle anything the coaches or players want or need.
You need anything for special teams?
Now back with the team and in his new role, Burel is doing everything he can to make the transition seamless.
Yeah, it takes a few years, especially on game day, things like that, to get to know the guys and their different little quirks and their routines and what they do. And then when you got 110 guys, just to learn all the redshirt guys coming in, learn all the new names, everything like that, it takes a while just to learn the names and then to really understand who they are and how they operate too. Is like Monday night, we're outside for practice. If you want your sweatpants, you need to bring them with. Don't leave them in your dorm, because you're not going to get another pair.
It's a new face in a familiar role to keep the Bison rolling. For the Bison Football Show, I'm Alex Egan.
I really like Nate's demeanor. He's a great kid. He's going to do a great job. And Hank Jacobs and Nate together play a big role for you, don't they?
Yeah, they really do. Really happy to bring Nate back into the fold. A lot of the older guys were around when Nate first started, and when Brian left, a lot of the older guys said, hey, let's bring Nate back. Everybody really likes Nate. He works tremendously hard, and he's a true Bison.
And Hank Jacobs, his role now, talk about that a little bit.
Yeah, he'll change, as he'll add the Director of Football Operations title, and so he'll do a lot of the things that BG was doing behind the scenes, and between the two of them, we're in great hands.
Oh, no question. I like both those guys a lot. In this week's Peterson Farm Seed Future Crop of Bison, NDSU is redshirting a promising running back. He is from the state of Missouri and the powerful Blue Springs South program. His name is Adam Cofield. He mixes power and speed, ran a 22.7 200 meters in high school, mixed that with a good frame and some toughness, and the Bison have something. Known more for the defensive side of the ball in high school, he'll be a running back for the Bison.
During my junior year, I didn't know very much about the Bison until I first got a letter from them, and I watched them on TV. And once I watched them on TV, I knew that this was going to be one of my schools that I wanted to choose at the end of my recruiting process.
So TV coverage does matter. Adam just said that he saw the Bison on TV. How about that? He's a good player, though.
He's going to be a really good player. He's our scout team running back and does a tremendous job. He has a lot of toughness. Catches the ball really well out of the backfield, and he's a guy that will probably see some playing time next year as a redshirt freshman.
And how much is he soaking up from this stable of guys that are out? I mean, you got a lot of guys to learn from. Chase, you know, King and Lance and Bruce. I mean, he can really soak up a lot from those guys.
Yeah, he really can. Sitting in on the meetings with Coach P and the running backs, he's going to learn an awful lot. And then going against the guys we have on defense, it's just making himself so much better.
This guy's a winner, too. I mean, this program he came from, they went 14-0 and won the state title, right?
Won the state title last year. He was a guy that played both offense and defense. He can do it all. He'll be a special teams guy for us as well. And that's what we're looking for, is those running backs, receivers, defensive backs that can play multiple special teams as well as help us on their side of the ball.
Yeah, great to have him in the program. Well, coming up, Western Illinois, the Leathernecks in Macomb this week for the Bison, and Western is 5-1. We'll talk about it. Stay with us. All right, our Verizon look ahead. Verizon serving North Dakota for over 15 years, and it's Western Illinois, and this is going to be no picnic. It's a tough road trip, and on top of that, it's a night game, so it's a tough travel situation and a night game, tough for the guys to overcome this.
Yeah, but it's the next game in front of us, and we need to regroup and refocus ourselves and bounce back, and I know we'll have a real spirited week of practice, and you're right, the travel's difficult, but travel's difficult for everybody that goes to Western, and we just need to play Bison football.
You know, looking at this matchup, their running back has done a nice job. They have a good quarterback as well, Sean McGuire. McShane, who plays on the baseball team for Western Illinois, has had a great year running the football, and they have a new coaching staff.
Yeah, offensive coordinator from Richmond is now the head coach, so there's some familiarity to us there. But Western Illinois always traditionally is a really good team. It's always tough to play there. They have some really talented guys on defense, and so it'll be another four-quarter Valley game.
Yeah, it will. Big physical game. Hey, the Bison will rebound. The Bison have been in this situation before. Great leadership right here. Great players in this program. Great leadership in that locker room. The Bison will bounce back. We'll be ready for those Leathernecks this week. We'll have all the coverage for you. Media-wise, statewide TV, the Bison Radio Network will all be fired up, and we'll have the game for you. Recap it next week as well. Have a great week, everyone.